think actually, I'm not sure we do a lot more than the kind of seismic changes we've made over the last 2 or 3 years. I mean, you know, in the last couple of years, I've changed almost what was our entire business model. If I was here 2 years ago, I would have said, we're never going to move to allocated seating. It would be free seating. You're never getting more than one carry-on bag. I would have said, we'll never have a mobile app. It's for idiots and teenagers who want to kind of have no friends and want to talk to each other. Within 2 years, we've allocated seating, free second carry-on bag, business plus product, a leisure plus product. We're really bending over backwards to provide the kind of services that business customers would expect, but at a fraction of the price they pay. And I think we should always look in this industry, what's happening in the States. And if you look at the States, if you take a domestic flight in the States, there's no business class. I mean, they may have a first class up the front with 2 fat seats, but that's about it. You get no food, there's almost no curtain anymore. So there's really no differentiated product on the short-haul connecting flight. And yet, huge volumes of long-haul passengers are connecting across these short-haul, non-differentiated economy flights. And Europe is moving the same way. Business class is going to disappear on every short-haul European flight in the next 5 years because nobody's willing to pay a premium for it. What people want on short-haul, they want jets, not turboprops. They want an on-time flight, they want punctuality, and they want a reasonably low price. And other than that, I think they're largely indifferent. I don't think people much care. We look at it in Dublin at the moment. I mean, IAG are successfully feeding Aer Lingus in Dublin, but with a bunch of turboprop aircraft for coming into Dublin from about 12 UK regional cities. Now, they say it's very successful, but it's a terrible product. If you're connecting onto a long-haul business class and you show up in Newcastle and you have to get on the back gate door of a turboprop, an ATR 42, which half the time in bad weather can't fly anyway. So I think, you know, they are utterly indifferent, the short-haul passengers, on what they fly on the short-haul connecting flight. They're very sensitive to the quality and the service and the experience they get on the long-haul flight, particularly the 15 or 20% of the passengers who are willing to pay a big premium for business or first class or premium class services. And so I think it's inevitable over the next 5 years, 5 to 10 years, that the low-cost carriers will do a very significant, I would say up to 50% of the feed into the long-haul hubs of Frankfurt, Paris, Schiphol, and Heathrow. It's just that Air France, Lufthansa, KLM, and BA haven't recognized that yet. It'll come.